With the announcement and the launch of the new Disney Genie, Disney Genie Plus, and the individual Lightning Lane service that is now happening at the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida, there are a ton of questions out there. So I'm here today to answer all of those frequently asked questions. So first question I got is, do you have to use the Disney Genie service? And no, you don't. All of the old school ways, all of the rope dropping, with the exception of a few new things that have changed with rope dropping, all of those strategies, inside tips, all the OG things that you used to know about going to the parks actually still exist. So no, the Disney Genie is just there to give you an extra edge, an extra opportunity to be able to wait for rides, or rather not wait for rides, but having to pay for them, and customize your trip on the particular day that you're at a specific park. Number two, do you have to pay for the Disney Genie Plus service for every day of your trip? And the answer is no, you do not. You can add it to an existing reservation if you have booked either through Disney directly or with a Disney travel agent, aka Disney Travel Planner. They can add it to your existing reservation, and you do have to pay for all of the days all across whatever you have tickets for. If you choose, you can opt in at midnight on certain days of your trips to be able to purchase the Disney Genie Plus the day of. Number three, do you have to pay or buy for everybody that is in your travel party? And no, you do not. And this is going to be for both the Disney Genie Plus and the individual Lightning Lanes. So you're able to go into your account, pick and choose who you want to pay for, and then on the day that you want to pay for it at. Number four, do I have to purchase the Disney Genie Plus in order to purchase the individual Lightning Lanes? And no, you do not. You can actually use all three of the different levels, the Disney Genie, the Disney Genie Plus, and the individual Lightning Lane, interchangeably. So if one day at one specific park you don't want to get the Disney Genie Plus and you just want to use the unpaid Disney Genie, then you can opt in and get the individual Lightning Lanes and pay to skip the line. So any combination that you want to use on all three levels, Disney Genie Plus, or the individual Lightning Lanes, you can do. Number five, can a Lightning Lane sell out? Technically, a Disney Genie Plus service cannot sell out. However, within the Disney Genie Plus, the Lightning Lanes can have rides at certain parks that will become unavailable at certain parts of the day and then unavailable for the rest of the day. And then to piggyback off of that, can individual Lightning Lanes sell out? And the answer to that is yes, absolutely. So right now, within the first full week of the Disney Genie being released at the Walt Disney World Resort, we are seeing that Rise of the Resistance is the one that is consistently selling out within about an hour, hour and a half of park officially opening. Number six, when can you reserve your individual Lightning Lane purchases? If you are staying on site, you have the opportunity before all other guests to be able to purchase your individual Lightning Lanes at 7 a.m. If you are staying off-site, then your opportunity is when each park officially opens. Number seven, can you pick the time frame that you want to go and ride a ride with the Disney Genie Plus and the Lightning Lanes? And the answer is no. Whenever you go into the app, what you're going to do is you're going to see the next available time, and that is whenever you're going to decide whether or not you want to reserve that time slot or not. Again, kind of piggybacking off of that, can you reserve the time slot for your individual Lightning Lanes that you pay separately? And the answer to this is yes. However, you need to make sure that there's actually different times available. So if there are different times available for you, then yes, you can choose which time that you want to actually ride the individual Lightning Lanes. Another little piggyback off of that, though, is if you are park hopping and using the individual Lightning Lane purchases, you're not going to be able to pick a time frame until after 2 p.m. because that is when park hopping begins. Number eight, can I only pick one Lightning Lane at a time with the Disney Genie Plus? Technically, yes, you can only pick one at a time. There is kind of like a little caveat to that, and that is going to be the 120-minute rule. And linked down in the description box below, I'm going to have all of the explanations about the 120-minute rule, but technically, yes, you can only have one lightning lane at a time. Number 9, when can I pick my next lightning lane selection? So whenever you have a lightning lane, you have it for an extended hour period of time. Whenever you go to scan in for that ride, then you're able to pick the next one. Now, most rides have 2 places that you're going to scan into. So once you scan in the first time at the actual entrance of it, and then you get a little bit closer to right before you board, you're going to have another checkpoint where you're going to scan again. After that second checkpoint is whenever you're going to be able to request that second lightning lane for the next available time. Number 10, can you have a Disney Genie Plus lightning lane and an individual lightning lane at the same time? And the answer is yes, you can. Number 11, what happens if a lightning lane has unavailable times for you to choose from? Again, down below, I'm going to have 2 different videos that are going to be linked down there for you. So one of them is going to be all of the strategies and information that you need to know about all the different levels of the Disney Genie. And then that second video is going to be about the 120-minute rule, which is going to go deeper into using the Disney Genie Plus to your advantage. So what we are seeing is that with the Disney Genie Plus and the Lightning Lane selection, certain rides will have an unavailability at a certain part of the day and then on for the rest of the day. You are supposed to be able to go into the app and refresh and hope that more Lightning Lane time frames will come available. But if they're sold out or if they're not necessarily sold out, but if they are chosen and full for the rest of the day, then you won't have any. So you need to absolutely pick and choose your top to-dos for that day and decide what you need to actually use the Disney Genie Lightning Lane selections for. Number 12, do you still have to get a virtual queue boarding group if you decide and if you pay for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure or for any virtual queue ride for that matter? And the answer is no. If you opt to not do the virtual queue and try to get a boarding group and you just want to purchase it, you can absolutely do that. On the other side of that, you can actually do both. You can get up, try to get a virtual queue, and then if you also decide that you want to pay for it and ride it twice in one day, you can do that as well. Number 13, what happens if you miss a Genie Plus Lightning Lane and or a individual Lightning Lane time slot? Well, you're out of luck. So with, especially with the individual Lightning Lanes, once you purchase it, that's it. There's no refunding it. You purchased it. If you missed it, it's on you. With the Disney Genie Plus Lightning Lane, then whenever that time frame runs out, then you'll just be able to go ahead and choose another time frame for either that particular ride or for another one. Number 14, what happens if a ride goes down with the Disney Genie Plus Lightning Lane or with the individual Lightning Lane service? So if a ride goes down for an extended period of time, either with either of the Disney Genie Plus services or with the individual Lightning Lane, you're going to get a message through your phone from Disney saying that you can return as soon as the ride comes up. If the ride goes down all day long, especially with the individual Lightning Lane purchases, you will be refunded by Disney. If you are in the parks and something happens, a scenario comes up that you're not prepared for, don't worry. All you need to do is just look for the blue tent that has the Disney cast members. They're going to be there and ready to help you with anything that you need. And you can always also go to guest services in any park. If you have a specific question that I did not answer in this video, go ahead and leave that down in the comment box below, and I will absolutely be happy to answer any of the questions that you have about the Disney Genie Plus, and the individual Lightning Lanes. I do have like 3 other full videos packed full of information about all 3 levels of the Disney Genie that I will also have linked down below. If you found this video helpful, if you would please give it a thumbs up. It lets me know that I'm giving you the information that you're looking for. My name is Terry with Creating the Magic, and I help you plan your Walt Disney World vacation step by step and detail by detail. Have a magical day.